So what is that thing which make him so strong? And some of us, they suicide. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Whenever we face any challenge or any trouble in our life, we get afraid. And some of us, they try to do suicide, and some of us, they suicide. But do you know, any real Muslim, whenever he faces a trouble, whenever he faces a challenge in his life, he fight back. He's never afraid of it, and he win. And that is the reason any real Muslim never do a suicide. Forget about doing a suicide. He never even imagine or think about doing a suicide. So what is that thing which make him so strong, which make him internally so strong? So let's see what are those secrets of a real Muslim. The only secret of any real Muslim's real strength is his connection with his God. And how strong is his connection? That much strong he is internally. Let me explain this by one example. Suppose there is a light bulb and that bulb is inside a dark room and that bulb is not connected to its source. So what do you think? And this darkness is a challenge for the existence of this bulb. And this darkness is the trouble in his life. If we don't fight back, the darkness is going to vanish bulb's existence. But if that bulb is not connected to the source, it is never going to light up. But if this bulb is well connected with its source, then that source will light up this bulb. And this bulb will get an internal energy. And with this internal energy, it will light up itself. And it will light up its surroundings. And this way, it will fight back with the challenges and the troubles of the dark, and it will prove its existence. So this is how a real Muslim, whenever he establishes a strong connection with his God, he himself become internally strong. And he face any challenge of life with a smile on his face. But the critical question now is how this connection is established. And who is that who establishes this connection? Because a right connection through a right way is important. If a wrong connection is established by a wrong way, then that wrong connection will pose a big challenge and will destroy us. So let's see how the right connection is established through a right way. See, there is one very important thing of the God in this world. And as you are thinking, it is not something that magical, that you say some magical words, abracadabra, and it makes you internally strong. And then you become able to fight against the challenges and the troubles in your life. No, it's not that magical thing. So what is that? So this is a miraculous book, 1400 years old miraculous book, which came down from heaven to the earth. And every Muslim, he has it in his home. And this book is called the Quran. So does this book really help the Muslim? So does this book really make a Muslim strong internally? Let's see. Whenever a Muslim read this book, he feel like this book is talking to him. In fact, he feel like God through this book is talking to him, and God is giving him the strength, and God is guiding him in all the aspect of his life. So whenever he faces challenges, whenever he faces troubles, he feel like someone is giving him strength. He feel like God is giving him strength. God is advising him. God is giving him guidelines. And then with this strength, he fight and he win. So does this really happens, or it is just a story I am cooking? So let's see how it happens. So whenever a real Muslim faces a challenge, or whenever he is in trouble, he remember this verse from the Quran. Kullu man alayha fan. It says everything on the earth is going to finish. So when this verse strike his mind, he start thinking, when everything on this earth is going to end, when everything in this universe has an end, when this earth and universe and he himself has an end, then how come this challenge and this trouble in my life is going to be permanent? So it must also have an end. And then it gives him the strength to fight back this trouble, this challenge, that it is just a matter of time and everything will pass and everything will end. And then he is no more afraid of this trouble and challenge. And when he moves ahead, Quran says to him, فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. It says, verily with every trouble there is an ease. And verily, with every trouble, there is an ease. So the first thing Quran said him, that nothing is permanent. It is just a matter of time. Your problem is not going to be problem permanently. It is going to an end. It has an end. And the next Quran is saying him that with every problem, with every trouble, there is ease. Then it gives him more strength that first the problem is not the permanent, and then once the problem is finished, there is an ease. That means once the bad time finished, there is a good time. So first of all, this bad time is not permanent forever, and once this is finished, there is a good time. So this is how Quran gives strength to a real Muslim who reads it, who understands it, and who wants to follow it. There are many verses I can present here. but video will become too long. So let's stop here, and inshallah in other videos we will discuss verses like this to give the guidelines and directions to our life, to strengthen us internally and to live a happy life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.